Hello, Oracles. Today I'm going to go over all of my income, investments, and expenses for all of June 2023, so this year. And this is what I do every single month. Again, all members and patrons get to see all of my updates and all of these spreadsheets on a weekly basis. But at the end of the month, I like to be completely transparent with all of you and show you what I have coming in for income, what I invest, where my expenses go, so you can all see where I am putting my money. Now, none of this is financial advice. This is, again, just me doing what I am doing right now. And if you think that it can help you out, by all means, you're more than welcome to do this. I do have a whole website that is in the description, oracleinvestments.com. I do help people one-on-one. I help members. I help patrons. I've helped many people get themselves from being in debt to being financially free or getting themselves to be able to afford a home. Many different things that I have done to help people out financially. So I'm not a financial advisor, but I've done it myself. I have these things that I've done in place, and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I do for myself. And very recently, I did create a video explaining the entire process that I went to get myself from the $75,000 in debt where I was at 6 years ago to my net worth today of the $140,000. And I'll put a link to that in the card in the corner so you guys can check that out if you want to see the entire process, if you think it's something that can help you. And again, I'm going to be sharing with you all of my financials for June of this year. So we'll get into all of that in just a minute. All right, so first things first, it's my expense spreadsheet. Again, just like when it comes to health and fitness, if you don't know what you're putting into your body, you don't know what calories you're taking in, you don't really have control of anything. So you've got to take control of where your spending is going. So I literally track every penny that comes in and every penny that goes out. This spreadsheet here was done by someone else. This was another video on YouTube. I will put that link in the description so anybody can go ahead and grab that if you want to create your own. So this is my whole thing. And this breaks it all down right here. So I'm not going to go through every expense, but I did make some updates from last time. Over here, this is my free cash flow. So I am updating where I'm at for free cash flow year to date in this column here. That is new to this. So looking at where we're at for all of my income sources coming in from my full-time job last month, I brought in $5,000. Now that is take-home money. That is not pre-tax. This is what I've actually taken home for myself. I have pre-tax money. I have money that goes to my ex-wife for child support. This doesn't include what's going into my health insurance, none of that. This is literally what I actually get taking home to spend for all of my investments and my expenses. From YouTube last month, I brought in $100, the lowest I have ever been for YouTube, but the YouTube algorithms were a little different this time. And for me, I've been changing and I've been doing a lot more content on health and fitness as well, because health and wealth, as you guys know, are very important to me. So I want to do both. So I've put that in there and I'm now being able to merge the two together nicely. So already looking at the next month going forward, I'm already exceeding that and we're looking better. So this and the YouTube pay, that's based upon May, not on June, because I'm just going what I got paid with. And Google pays on the 21st of the month for the previous month. So that $101 is based upon May's income. I just got paid for it in June. And I want to thank you all for all of your support. And with that, I did put an extra $15 into Tesla stock. Patreon, all of my patrons, thank you guys so much for all of your support. That brought in almost as much as YouTube this month. So absolutely amazing. Love you guys over there. Again, I will keep on working harder to provide you guys even more information, all of these spreadsheets. I put over there all of my production targets for Tesla, my valuation model, my price targets. All of that goes into Patreon, all of my health and fitness, and any other wisdom I can provide to you guys, I want to put over on Patreon. Now for Beachbody, this is the health part of my business. I brought in $156. That exceeded my goal for the month, so doing very well in Beachbody. And then freebies. This is the real big one that I have been focusing on a lot lately, because the freebies are literally my money making me money. So freebies include when I spend money with my SoFi card, I get 2% back that I can spend on anything. So I've been building that up and saving it, and I use that to invest in Tesla. I might actually start using that to invest in TSLY, because the next thing for freebies is my dividends. Dividends and CD interest have been bringing me in significant sources of income. I'm actually thinking about breaking those out so I can see exactly how much I have coming in. I do break them out here individually, like CD interest, $50.99. I've got dividends here coming at $6, $6. All of these different income sources coming in, CD interest, $18. TSLY dividend, $22, CD interest, $21. So it'll be nice. I think I'm actually going to break that out so I can see exactly where all the different freebie income is coming from and where I want to focus my effort. Now, with that, those freebies are basically money coming in from investments that are going right back into investments. So for my savings, I invested $1,250 into that. That is what goes into CDs and dividends. Stocks, $750, IRA, $625, crypto, $140, and then another 401k account, $25 as well. So now when it comes to my expenses, groceries, I was under budget, $584, so I did well there. Gas was a little bit over, but I had a couple of extra trips that I went on this month, so it was a little bit higher at $306, not too bad. Benjamin, $391, that's what I spend on my son, so that was well below budget. His schedule has changed with soccer, so when we go out, it's not the same things that we do. It's usually us playing baseball or something else. So the gym, $10, phone, the same, $96, utilities, $72. Silly me, yesterday accidentally left on my stove the entire time I was out with Benjamin for about 7 hours. So whoops, that might be a little bit higher next month. Internet, same at $46. Other expenses, this was an oil change that I got on my car for $66. That will go away once I get my Tesla. Rent has gone up, so that is now $950 versus $825. Beachbody expense. So this is what I'm spending for the supplements that I get. And I don't get a lot of supplements. I get pre-workout and a post-workout protein. That's really it. And then other expenses for it, I include my hikes because that's for my health. So that I put into my Beachbody expense. YouTube expenses, that was the big change I made this past month. That was well over $2,200 last month. Now it is $300. I brought that down significantly just because I spent the money to invest to boost it up initially. It is there, but now I want to make sure I have that income coming in to justify all of these expenses. So I'm now building it back up and we're getting to that point. So I'm very excited about that. And then I do have a life insurance policy outside of my full-time job, just because if I do leave my full-time job, I want to have something in here. And I locked in a great price about 10 years ago. So I'm holding on to that at $45. So overall, for the entire month, my total income was $5,551. Now, realistically, my goal is to be able to bring in as much from all of my other sources of income that I do for my full-time job. So as you can see here, I basically need to 10x all of my other sources of income to equal my full-time job. That will allow me to step away from my full-time job. Anybody who has been following me this weekend knows that there's been some turmoil going on there. So I would really like to step away, and I might step away before I actually get myself to that point where I can just step away entirely for my own mental health. So we'll see how that goes. And I appreciate all the support because without you guys, I would not be able to have a majority of this myself. So thank you all so much. For my investments out of that, I invested $2,790 and my expenses were about $3,100. So my cash flow for the month of June was negative at negative $337. However, that was right around where my budget was already. So I'm really trying to stick myself to the point where I'm going to be at positive cash flow by the end of the year. So tracking this down to my free cash flow where it's at right now, at the end of last month, I was at $648. So I'm still positive year to date, but that is dwindling. So I do need to work hard at moving that back up. This month in July, should be able to do that as I should be getting a quarterly bonus. Once that comes through, you guys will see this all on the next month. And then that brings me right over here to my P&L, and that is my profit and loss statement. Again, as a retail manager, I am very familiar with these profit and loss statements, so I create my own for my own budget to make sure that I am staying on track. So I budget myself out for the year, and I track all of those things. So again, these are just all the numbers that are taken from my expense report, and I just put them in here and simplify it all to track it. In here, I do include my other 401k and my HSA, all of the pre-tax stuff that I do not record in my expense budget. So I tack that in here as well because this does go into retirement for when I hit the age that I'm ready to take advantage of that. So again, I was negative on the free cash flow, but again, last month I was negative $2,700. Now I'm down to negative $300. Next month, I'm budgeted for a negative $1,400. However, with my bonus coming through and me cutting expenses, this should actually be a positive this month. So we will track that because that, again, is the goal. So right now, my goal budget is negative $3,800. I'm tracking well below that, $2,400 below that. I've got a lot of work to do in the second half of this year to get myself back to even where the budget is, let alone get myself back to where I want to be positive cash flow for the end of the year. Lots of work ahead of me, but I'm totally up for it. And the last thing I share is my millionaire status. This millionaire status is where I'm tracking myself to when will I actually reach the millionaire status in net worth. So my net worth has been climbing very nicely all year long. And this again, I break down different areas. So my entire portfolio at the end of June was $24,798. Portfolio includes anything that I have in stocks, ETFs, and things like that that don't include my dividend stocks, my IRA, and those things. My 401k through my job is at $57,618. My other 401k is $3,071. Now that I have learned at my job that I can separate this if I do leave my job, I will end up merging these two together. My Roth IRA, that is at $15,831. This is nice because in there I have a lot of high yield dividend ETFs. That is starting to pay off very, very nicely in my IRA because I don't need to pay taxes on that. That can just continue to snowball until I hit 59 and a half. Then I can take advantage of that money as well. My HSA account, another nice account to have because it's going to be tax-free income coming in. That is $7,629. And then my savings is $32,012. Now I want to start building that back up. Because I was so over in expenses previously, I'm still paying off a little bit of credit card debt. Not much that will be paid off in the next couple of weeks. However, I want to make sure that this is going to be climbing over time because that is what I'm using for future investments, whether it comes to real estate, more CDs, more dividend ETFs, anything like that. This is the money that I have aside to put into those areas. And I want to make sure that that continues to grow as well. So overall, at the end of June, my total net worth was $140,959. Very excited about the growth I have been seeing here. For the entire year to date, I am up $47,871. And my millionaire status date is 6/23 of 2028. So about 5 years. So based upon the growth that I have and I have projected for myself, I should reach that in 5 years. Very excited about that. And again, I am looking to grow things faster to speed that process up as well. So overall, I am very excited about the progress I have been making. This year has been great for me. I decided to finally get myself back into the gym to take care of my health, really hunkered down to focus on my business, focus on the channel, focus on you guys, focus on the things that really matter for myself. And I'm going out there and doing just that. It's not easy. I work that full-time job that is very stressful, lots of BS that goes on over there. I'm there for about 11 hours a day, 5 days a week. I do not have a lot of time to do other things outside of there, but I am making it happen because I have to. I wake up at 3:30 in the morning. I go to the gym. I go to work. I get there for just before 6 o'clock, eat my breakfast. I work until 5:15. I get out. I come home. I make the videos for you guys. I try to do as much research as I possibly can throughout the course of the day when I have the opportunity. That's my life right now, but I know that this is going to pay off. And by tracking it all the way I am doing it, I can see how that pays off. So when I get those moments where I get discouraged, I just keep on tracking. And I track this every week. Every Saturday morning, I sit down, I update all of my spreadsheets. I share it with you guys as members and patrons. And that reminds me of, hey, this is what I'm doing for you guys. I want to be able to help myself. And in turn, if I can help myself, that means that I have knowledge and wisdom that I can share with you guys to help you if you are in need of it as well. So I know a few of you have taken advantage of it. Thank you so much for allowing me to help you. And it's so awesome to have you guys and watch your success grow as well. One of the things that I noticed is my Be a Good Human t-shirt is I wear that out in public. And when I'm wearing that out in public, I feel obligated to be a good human. And it's just by wearing that shirt, I'm like, I can't not be this because I'm wearing the shirt that's basically promoting being a good human. And I feel the same way when it comes to all of this. I'm sharing all of this knowledge and wisdom with you guys, being totally transparent. I feel like I need to keep on doing this because I feel obligated to make sure that I can get this knowledge and wisdom out there for you and for those who need it. So thank you guys so much for all of it. I appreciate all of your support. Again, I said it before, I'll say it again, and I will continue to say it. Without you guys, I could not be where I'm at. And I truly look forward to being able to go around the world and meet as many of you as possible and personally thank each and every one of you for everything you have done for me. So thank you guys all so much. I appreciate everything. Have a great one.